Good day, everyone. I am Jisamita Vigi, and I am the first reporter of our topic. And our topic is all about urban farming. Urban farming involves growing food within city or town areas to promote food security and sustainability. Urban farming, also known as urban agriculture, involves growing, processing, and distributing food within cities using spaces like rooftop, balconies, and vacant lot to improve food security, community health, and sustainability through techniques like containers, gardening, hydroponics, and even aquaponics, becoming a crucial way to bring fresh, local food to urban population. Also, urban farming has advantage and disadvantage. The advantage of urban farming is include improved food security, enhanced community engagement, environmental benefits like reduced transportation emission, and economic opportunities. However, disadvantage in urban farming is include challenges like space constraints, potential soil and pollution, high startup costs, and time-consuming maintenance. The purpose of urban farming to improve food security, enhancing access to fresh produce, and create environmental and social benefits within a city. So they have key points to discuss of urban farming. These are concept and purpose, forms of urban farming, benefits, challenges, and government initiative and example. The first to discuss is concept and purpose. And the type of concept and the purpose is producing food near consumers. And what does that mean? So producing food near consumers is involves various practices like rooftop, community, and vertical farms that shorten to supply chain, reducing food miles, and cutting transportation related greenhouse gas emission.
Utilizing limit space, rooftop walls and backyard, containers gardening, vertical farming and hydroponics. Here are some effect of methods from urban farming is confined species rooftop farming. Rooftop farming offer abundant sunlight and space ideal for growing and vertical plants. So, ang rooftop farming, so dapat ako siya lugar niya ang adlaw bitaw is makasuod sa imong gigamang rooftop farming. So walls maaring gamitin ang mga dingding para sa vertical gardening. Ang backyard is ang likod ng bahay ay maaring gamitin para sa katulod ay is backyard. Ang likod ng bahay maaari natin gamitin para gawin nating container gardening o iba't pang uring ng mga pagtatanim. So, container gardening, pagtanim sa mga container o paso. So, daghan naman kita sa example na isa atong ginikanan si mama, yan na hilig og mga tanom-tanom, pwede siya magtanom sa paso, pwede siya mag-garden. Kaduha is vertical farming, pagtatanim sa mga vertical na struktura o dingding. So, ang example po ani is kanang bitaw isabit ra nato ang kanang kitay tanom nga na so dato og kanang paso nga na isabit ra mo na tawag og vertical farming. So hydroponics, pagtatanim ng walang lupa gamit lamang ang tubig na may nutrisyon. So example ani sa laing nasod is kanang gamay ra bitaw ag yuta. So sa uban is kanang sa tubig sila is magama sila kanang lapok nila ilang i-produce og kanang soil para gamong tamnanan. Vertical wall gardening. Vertical farming techniques are perfect from maximizing growing area or fences, balconies, and exterior walls. Backyard optimization is even small backyard can become productive farms with clear design. So, ang vertical farming ay isang technique na naglalayong mapalaki ang lugar na pagtataniman gamit ang mga patuyong espasyo tulad ng mga bakod, balkod at panlabas na pader. So, backyard optimization, kahit maliit lamang ang likod ng bahay, maaari pa rin natin itong maging produktibong taniman kung gagamitin na tamang desisyon at plano. Tamang disenyo at plano. Forms of urban farming. Container gardening. Container gardening is a key of component forms of urban farming. Containers gardening. Containers gardening is a key of component of urban farming that use pots, boxes, and other containers to grow plants, especially with limited ground access such as balconies and rooftops. Ang container gardening ay mahalagang bahagi ng urban farming na gumagamit ng mga paso, kahon at iba palang lalagyan para pagtaniman. Ito ay nag-aangkop sa mga lugar na may limitadong access ng lupa tulad ng balkon at mga rooftop. Sa ganitong paraan, nagiging possible ang pagtanim kahit walang malawak na lupa.
Good day everyone, I'm Bernie Barolo. My topic today is all about form of urban farming. Vertical farming is plants are grown is in the layer and stack shields. Often uses hydroponics or aeroponics. Kini siya kanang magamit kag mga, if you talk about hydroponics kanang without soil siya, kanang ikam gamit ng yuta, ang imong gamiton kay murarag siya mga water nga rich of nutrients. Next is good for very small pieces because it grows upward, not outward. Ang imong buhaton ani kay aron maka kuan kag space, among magtanom nimo ani pa murag pasaka pa vertical. Next is community gardening. Shared gardening in open spaces like park or vacant lots. O kanang mga nasa syudad, kanang pwede na sa mga parke. O kanang mga gagmayng area nga upay tanom, imo na siyang tamnan. Maintained by females, neighbors, or groups. It helps build community relationship and promotes healthy eating. Ato niya. Next.
Hydroponic system. So, ang hydroponic is kanang isa ni siya ka pamaagi sa pagtanom sa mga inyong plants. Instead of soil, yuta, ang gamit is tubig o nutrients. Like example ani is katong pareha giingon ni Sir Mawing, nasa greenhouse, then nagtanom siya lettuce, tas iyang pamaagi is tubig ra, aron tubig ug nutrients, wala siya gagamit og yuta. Is benefits. So first is food accessibility and nutrition. So food accessibility, so og mo yung dag food accessibility is kanang dali ra ka maka access og mga food bitaw, like nang nakay enough money to buy a food, like food, mga vegetables, mga meat, kanang need nimo panganon sa kada adlaw. Like ingana mo siya ang food accessibility, kanang dali ra ka ma-access ba. The next is kaning nutrients. So nutrients is ka-focus rin siya sa atong lawas o unsay atong gipangaon kada adlaw. If makatabang ko siya healthy ba, ngana like na ay minerals, vitamins, carbohydrates para mas mo strong ang atong lawas, aron mas maligaya na to ang mga sakit. So muna siya ang benefits.
So, good morning everyone. I am Andrew Pigoria, the next reporter. So, my report is the continuation about the benefits of urban farming. So, the next benefits of urban farming is waste reduction or organic composting. So, true in urban farming is a process of recycling organic waste like food crop and yard trimming into a nutrient-rich soil amendment for crops. So, waste reduction. So, ang waste reduction is, for example, is kanang ato ang mga pinanitan sa atong mga lamas, pinanitan sa atong mga prutas, pinanitan sa atong mga gulay nga kanang ilabay unta nato pero pwede nato magamit as an organic para sa atong mga crop. Next benefits is the livelihood opportunities. So first, let me tackle about the livelihood opportunities. kung unsa siya. So ang livelihood opportunities di ay kay ang bullet point outlines nga maoy pamaagi sa paggama og project or initiative like related to agricultural or rural economy nga maka-create og good economic benefits and improve people's livelihood. So direct incomes from selling produce. So direct income from selling produce, this allows sa ato nga maka-earn ta og atong kagalingon nga kwarta pamaagi sa pag-harvest o pagbaligya sa ato ang kaugalingon nga product. Example ani is kanang naa kay lettuce nga nakabutang sa hydroponics likod sa imong balay or sa imong boarding house or asa man kadapitang nga in a small space, then pamaagi sa pagtanom nimo og lettuce, naka-harvest ka, then pagkuman nimo harvest imong nabaligya, then na-convert nimo into money. So next is the creating micro business. Isang pang-encourage sa mga tao to start bisan sa gamay nga enterprises or business kay ana man magsugod ang tanan. Magunad gid ka sa kanang pinakagamay nga business kay in case of kanang malugi bitaw ka is dili ka madak-an sa imong nagasto tanan. But hopefully as we start making a micro business, mulambo unta siya until mo daghan pa unsa man gani ang imong nasugdan. Next is employment in a various role. The project generates jobs along the entire value chain, dili lang kay you as a producer, but this includes roles in logistic processing, facilities, administrative support, or technical services. So last is the opportunity for skill development in agriculture, marketing, and business management. So balik ta sa katong kaan, creating micro business. If mag-start ka og kanang business is nadyo usaya na is kanang dili pa ka kaybaw og unsaon. For example, kato ang nagtanom kag lettuce is first is kanang dili gid ka kanang hands-on or dili ka kanang kamao gid kanang sa pagpalambo or pag tanom sa lettuce. Pero tungod sa imong curiosity, nag-search ka sa YouTube on how to plant or how to grow a lettuce. So nakita nimo dito nga ingani ra di ay ingana ra di ay. So wala ka balo nga sa kadugay nimo nga kanang pagtan-aw or pag kuan sa process dito sa YouTube or sa Google is na-unlock nimo ang imong new skills. So in summary, this report is arguing that the initiative provides a comprehensive set of opportunities offering immediate financial returns alongside long-term benefits of empowering people with skills to sustain and grow their own micro businesses.
Good day, everyone. Today, I will be presenting my video report on the challenges of urban farming. Challenges of urban farming. Urban farming refers to the cultivation of crops and the production of food within urban environments using spaces such as rooftops, balconies, vacant lots, and indoor farming system. It has gained increasing importance as a strategy to improve food security, reduce environmental impact, and promote sustainable urban development. Despite its many benefits, urban farming faces several serious challenges that limits in effectiveness and large-scale implementation. This report discussed two major challenges of urban farming: limited space, water, and sunlight, and the high setup cost of high-tech urban farming system. Limited space, water, and sunlight. One of the most significant challenges in urban farming is the limited availability of physical space. Urban areas are densely built with residential, commercial, and transportation infrastructure, leaving very little land for agricultural activities. As a result, urban farmers are forced to rely on small areas such as rooftops, balconies, and narrow vacant spaces. This restricts the scales of production and limits the variety of crops that can be cultivated. Water management is another major concern. Although urban areas generally have access to a stable water supply, water is often costly and excessive use contradicts sustainability goals. Inadequate drainage system may also lead to water wastage and negatively affect plant growth and soil conditions. In addition, limited access to sunlight presents a serious challenge. Tall buildings and dense city layouts frequently block direct sunlight, which is essential for photosynthesis and healthy plant growth. Insufficient sunlight results in reduced growth rates, lower crop quality, and decreased yields. While modern technologies such as LED grow lights and vertical farming system can help overcome this issue, they significantly increase energy consumption and production costs. High setup costs of high-tech urban farming systems. The high initial setup cost is one of the greatest barriers to adoption of modern urban farming technologies. Advanced farming methods such as hydroponics, aeroponics, aquaponics, and vertical farming require substantial investment in specialized equipment and infrastructures. These include climate control structures, water pump, nutrients delivery system, LED lighting, sensors, and automated control systems. Furthermore, this high-tech system involve high operational and maintenance costs, mainly due to continuous electricity usage for lighting, temperature regulation, and water circulation. Skilled labor is also required to operate and maintain this complex system effectively. Any technical failure can result in rapid crop loss, leading to serious financial risks for farmers. Due to these high financial requirements, many small-scale farmers, students, and low-income communities are unable to participate in high-tech urban farming. This limits equal access to modern agricultural opportunities and slows the overall growth of urban farming in many regions.
Hi, I'm Pius Garcia. I will tackle about the DA's Urban Agriculture Program. Ang Urban Agriculture Program sa Department of Agriculture usa ka inisyatibo nga tumong mopalambo sa food security sa mga syudad o kasikbit nga lugar. Ang pasabot ani nga programa pagdasig sa urban gardening, pagtanom og gulay ug mga tanom bisan gamay ranga luna, sama sa container gardening, vertical gardening o rooftop gardening. Pagsuporta sa gagmayng pagbuhi ug hayop ug isda, sama sa pag-atiman ug mga manok, itik ug gagmayng aquaculture projects para makatabang sa pagkaon ug panginabuhi. Usa, paghatag og technical assistance, pagtudlo, trainings, seminar o pagtabang sa mga tao unsaon pagtanom, pagplano ug pagtabang ug pagdumala sa uban urban farms aron mahimong lig-on ug magpadayon. Sa kinatibuk-an, ang tumong sa program mao ang mas daghan ug kaugalingong tanom. Ang mga pamilya, mas barato ang pagkaon ug mas lig-on ang supply sa pagkaon sulod sa syudad. Next, ang LGU projects ug ang Plant program. Ang local government units or LGU sa Pilipinas nagpatuman og mga proyekto sa urban farmings isip usa ka importanteng bahin sa program sa Department of Agriculture nga Plant. Kini nga programa gitukod aron masulbad ang isyu sa food security o kasiguruhan sa pagkaon sa mga komunidad. Ang pasabot ani, ang LGU motabang sa mga residente nga magtanom sa ilang mga balay, barangay gardens ug uban pang bakante nga lugar. Ang LGU mohatag og binhi, seedlings, garden tools ug training para patuluan ang mga katawhan unsaon pagtanom sa sakto nga buluhaton. Ang tumong sa plant program mao ang daghang pamilya ang makaproduce og kaugalingong gulay aron mas barato ug mas masaligan ang pagkaon sulod sa komunidad. Sa tibok pagkasulti, ang LGUs ug ang mga program nagtinabangay aron mapalig-on ang lokal nga supply sa pagkaon ug matabangan ang mga pamilya nga mahimong mas andam ug kabalo sa urban farming.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. So, this is the continuation of our topic about urban farming. So, example of urban farming. Metro Manila rooftop and community gardens. Metro Manila is seeing a rise in rooftop and community garden as a form of urban farming driven by a need to address soaring food prices, improve food security, and create opportunities for livelihood and community building. So, ang Metro Manila diay is diri na sila nakasinati o kanang pagdagsa sa ilahang community gardens and rooftop. So, the second is school-based edible gardens, a growing trend that provides benefits by transforming school grounds into productive spaces for growing foods. So, diri is kaning provide na sila kanang mga trending mga productive spaces for growing foods para sa educational, health, and community benefits. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, good day everyone. My name is Mark Eric R. Situna and I'll be reporting the NOPAP. NOPAP, the National Urban and Peri-Urban Agriculture Program, or NOPAP, is a Department of Agriculture initiative in the Philippines aimed to enhancing food security and livelihoods in urban areas through various farming techniques like vertical and community gardening. So, NOPAP, NOPAP? NOPAP is a national urban colony sa Philippines na mag-ensure sa ato ang food security. When we say food security, is mo na sila organization nga nag-control para ma-ensure nga dili ang demand o supply na to sa atong pagkaon or sa lalo na sa urban community is dili ma-short or dili magkuwang, mo na sila nga organization mag-sure na. So ang best example dani nga kanang organization is kaning DA or Department of Agriculture. So DA, familiar naman siguro to gamay sa DA, no? Ang DA is one puni sila sa mag-contribute and distribute sa mga kanang example na kadong mga new rice varieties. Kani siya new rice varieties nga para mas madako ang yield or resistance sa mga sakit. So og resistance sa mga sakit, mas madako ang yield nya makatabang ni para sa atong supply sa ato ang pugas. In terms food sa kuan, kaning DA is nag-provide po ni siya mga seeds nga pwede nato ipang tanom sa atong mga garden ginagmay, especially to urban areas nga kanang mga style na nga sa mga container vertical farming nga putod nga container ipanghangir, mo siya nga example sa kanang tabang sa NOPAP organization or sa DA example. Okay, maraming siguro to. Thank you.